Hello, Chemistry 10HH students. This is Mrs. Altman. We are on video number 24, Stoichiometry Part 5. Here are our objectives for today's video. Pause here. I would include the chemical equation because it will be the same equation that we use for all of the examples. All right, so when we look at a balanced chemical equation, once it's we've already done the balancing for that, what we're actually looking at is the ratio of the number of molecules / atoms or the moles. So this ratio, we could call it the molar ratio or the mole to mole ratio. So if, for example, I'm trying to relate oxygen and water in this particular example, I could use a ratio 15 moles O2 over 6 moles of H2O, or I could flip the fraction. I can pick any two things in this chemical equation. It doesn't matter if they're both reactants, both products. If one's a reactant, one's a product. None of that really matters in terms of actually doing the calculation. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. Pause here. So I'll just work through a couple of these. The only difference between this and what we did before is that we're also going to need to incorporate a mole to mole ratio. So I'm starting with 5.00 moles of O2, and I'm looking for moles of water. So if I look at the balanced chemical equation, there's a 6 in front of the 6 H2O, so I know that that's what I'm going to be using at the top. There's a 15 by the oxygen, so that goes on bottom. Then I just calculate round to sig figs. And then for the second one, I'm looking for benzene, so that's a C6H6. All right, let's take a look at another problem. Pause here. All right, so this is very, very similar, but with an extra step. I need to convert O2 to moles of O2 before I can do anything else with it. So I need to calculate its molar mass, which is just 32 grams per mole. Then I could use my molar ratio. Rounded it to 4 sig figs. That's why I added the 0 at the end. Pause here. So again, this is very similar, just an extra step. I have to convert mole CO2 to gram CO2 to mole CO2. And then the question is asking me for grams of water, so I need the molar mass of water. Rounding this to 3 significant figures. And then we have one more. Pause here. So I'm starting with moles of benzene C6H6, so I don't need anything with its molar mass. I can go right to the mole to mole ratio. And then I'm looking for molecules of O2, so I'm going to use Avogadro's number. Right, thank you so much for watching and have a great night.